was March 2003, and it began to rain Scud missiles all around us. With each growing minute, the earth beneath my boots began to shake, and the pebbles of sand increased in height. They kept getting closer and closer. We were in this crudely formed sand pit, just two walls pushed up by bulldozers. And the open middle was where we would lay, facing up to the sky. And they kept getting closer. And I said to myself, this is how it's going to end? No blaze of glory, no machine gun fire. There was no other course of action, no offensive, no defensive. We were just told to lay there. And I was a platoon sergeant, so I couldn't really show fear, right? But to the left and right of me, there was this eerie silence. And my life was literally flashing on this screen called the night sky. And what I saw was this kid from Brooklyn, New York City, who would sing on subways, who really loved the arts, who did musicals in high schools like The Wiz. I was casted as The Wiz. And in those moments, I said, this is not the way I want it to end. And I prayed, and I sent my prayers flying past those Scud missiles. And for the next 6 months of my deployment, I prayed many times the same prayer, just for another opportunity, because I had learned a valuable lesson. And that lesson was that time waits for no one. If you have dreams, the best time is the present. So I came back into the world, battling within the grips of PTSD, not sure why I felt so angry most of the time, secluded to my one-bedroom apartment, knowing very well that I had made a pact with my higher calling, that I had to fulfill that at some point, didn't know how to do that. I would log on a computer. That was my one way out of my misery. I even gambled a little bit, went on Match.com. 12 years later, 2 kids, a dog, and a mortgage. I can tell you it works. Along the way, as I was pursuing this dream, not sure how to step forward into that world of entertainment, being a Marine for nearly 13 years of my adult life, I found that what I had learned in the United States Marine Corps and Paris Island throughout all my years of training is that I had a certain skill set that was very relatable to the arts. I knew what it was like to have a plan, to try and execute it, to have discipline, stay the course, surround yourself with like-minded individuals like Got Your Six. Not taking rejection so damn personal. Sometimes it wasn't about me as an individual, but about a mission. And my mission was that no matter where I could go, where I would end up, it didn't matter so long as I was doing something for the greater message, that greater higher calling. And so for the last decade, I've replayed that moment over and over again. Scud missiles, missions, day in, day out. Losing a best friend. Reminding myself that this higher calling was much more important than just me. I represented an idea that I could be something else. Today, Monday nights, 8 p.m., on Fox, you guys can see me fighting a different foe. No longer insurgents. Oh, by the way, I should add, I'm also a real New York cop who chases down criminals whenever I can. But on Monday nights, you tune in on Fox and you'll see me fighting different enemies. Iconic, as a matter of fact. You may know them by their names of the Joker, the Penguin. See, on this show called Gotham, I played Detective Carlos Alvarez. I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that I would have ended up on your television screens. So I'm here as a living testimony, as a living testament to the fact that if you have dreams, there is no better time than the present to pursue that. I understand wholeheartedly that someone out there right now is battling with those same grips of PTSD. I think the last numbers I heard were 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And I hope that Detective Alvarez can be that superhero figure for you, for that one person who's listening right now, and that each and every one of you, if you want to dare to be super in whatever it is that you do, remember this conversation that we just had right now. And I'll leave you with this. We're in full production of a new movie, the biggest production you've ever heard of. It's titled Your Life. And as your director, I'm about to give you the most comprehensive command you've ever received. And in my industry, it goes like this. Action! Take it, make it a great one. My name is J.W. Cortes. I am a Marine Corps combat veteran.